Adam C. Brooks, here to present the topics and then get out of the way.
It's good that we have an opportunity to talk to them and see exactly where they are. Even if you know somebody, you may not know how they feel about important issues.
We're here with Lumberton ISD School Board President James Kirsch.
A good portion of the money I found on going through the records was used at casino.
Yeah, the information that I have, Adam, and first of all, I want to thank you for having me on.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Danny Malasaw. I'm the meteorologist for the Brooks Report Live.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining me on the Brooks Report Live. My name is Adam Brooks. I will be your host this evening. We are here and joined with State Representative James White.
Adam, thank you for having me on, and we want to tell all that are watching that we're extremely proud to represent them, especially those in Polk, Tyler, Jasper, Newton, and Hardin County. And I understand their frustration.
All right. Good afternoon or evening, everyone, depending on where you're at in the world. Because we've got all those viewers from across the
everywhere, the sphere.
We're national now. But I'm joined with one of my favorite guests here today, here on the Brooks Report Live. My name is Adam Brooks. My guest is Regina Bolton, who is the health inspector, manager, title things over at the health department. She's the one who gives us all our cool report cards that we love to watch and hear and see about. Regina, It's been a couple of weeks or months since we've done one of these.
Yes.
And I have to say to our sponsors, I appreciate them so much for sticking in there with us. Mostly, I'm talking about Arby's. Right here in Lumberton, the Aspire to Be brand. Arby's, they've got the meats, and I'm telling you, those meats are delicious. But also our friends over in Silsbee, Texas, the Honky Tonk, Derek, and all those guys, they can serve up a mean steak. And when I say mean steak, it is delicious, and the entertainment is second to none in Southeast Texas. So we want to appreciate them for sticking around and bearing with, because sometimes we just have issues getting our schedule lined up.
Well, we have jobs during the day and try to do things, and it's kind of like, and you're my time off. I'm here, you're there. One of these, finally, we get to meet in the middle. So it's nice when we can actually meet and actually do this thing, because we both enjoy doing it, and I think the people enjoy it. So, it's informational. It's fun. We try to keep it lively, but it's real. It's real. It's things that hit home and people need to know about.
It really is. So again, thank you to our sponsors, Arby's and Honky Tonk of Texas. And I have to throw in there too, the Southeast Texas Restaurant Review group over there. They do a tremendous job, and I appreciate David and all Dan and all those guys over there. I really appreciate them. So that being said, let's get to that drum roll, please. Okay, good. So let's start.
We need to get some real drums in here. You know what I mean? Get a real drum.
I have some right over here. I could just grab a snare. But anyways, I could get my assistant to do the drum roll.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, let's get to some of the reviews. Are we starting off with the positive reviews or the learning reviews?
Well, you know what? We're going to start out with some positive stuff, which we really didn't have any really bad reviews about, this time around. But let's go over some of the hundreds, because those people need praise. You hear me? Because it ain't easy to earn 100. So those people deserve every kudo that they get. And we're going to start with Whataburger in Silsbee.
Okay.
Great job. Scored a perfect 100. The other one was Juan's Mexican Restaurant in Lumberton.
I love some Juan's.
Yeah, I love some Juan's.
I can't get enough of Juan's.
And they're nice people.
I have to say, I know there's a lot of options out there now. I've been to other options and I go eat at other places. I share the love, but I have to say Juan's is one of my favorite restaurants to
they're a great go-to. They're good, and they're good people. You know, I mean,
absolutely.
You like to support good people that do a lot for the community, because they really do. They do a lot for the community. So
yes.
All right. So the next thing we'll talk about, there's a little place out in Village Mills called GG's Country Kitchen. It's right there off side of the road, and I mean, and they cook some good burgers, and they have those good sourdough buns. It's just a good place to eat. And they scored a 98. The only thing that they were missing a few thermometers in some of their cooler units, but they got that fixed immediately, so they were good to go. Another place, Napoli's over there on Main Street in Lumberton.
Okay, so this is the big debate. I don't mean to cut you off, Regina, but you called it what?
I'm calling it Napoli's.
And I call it Napoli's.
I don't know which is correct.
Well, let's let the audience decide.
Okay.
Drop in the comment section. Is it pronounced Napoli's or Napoli's? And I always say Napoli's because I think of the Dean Martin song, and he says we're in Napoli. That's how he pronounces it. So that's why I've always called it Napoli's.
Well, you could be right, but then it could be Napoli's, because I've always I don't know why. Maybe because it just looks like Napoli's is why I said that. And I'm Italian, so I should know.
You should know, and so that's why I'm thinking you're probably right and I'm wrong.
No. That don't mean I'm right. That just means I should know what the real answer is. If you're right, I should know that. So we need to know that.
Okay. So, anyways, I want the audience to help us tell us what they say. But anyways, go ahead.
Anyway, about Napoli's, they just had a few things that weren't labeled, but other than that, they scored a 98. Very clean, very organized. A great little restaurant. Another place, Catfish Cabin, which now it's closed down right now because they are remodeling. So this is kind of before they closed down, whenever Tijuanitas first bought it and took it over. And they, whenever you're changing over ownership, there's always a little catching things. But I think I just observed somebody not washing their hands properly. And so I basically took them and explained to them the importance of washing hands, for something I'm going to cover here in a minute. And they didn't have their sanitizer buckets out, but other than that, they scored a 94. So it wasn't, nothing too bad. And then following, which now
I just want to say, Regina, Catfish Cabin over there, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Ricky and the gang over there, John and all those guys are doing, because just the sign itself, I don't know if you saw that.
I took a picture of it at night. It's really a cool sign.
Ricky doesn't do half anything. Like when he does it, he's going all out. Yeah. He's spending money. He's making sure the employees are trained. So when you walk in there on the first day, they know how to operate. So
exactly.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. I'm looking forward to see what he's done with it. Tim and them set a great stage for them, and they're still supposed to have the salad bar. There are going to be some changes, but they are supposed to have the salad bar, which everybody was going to revolt, I think, if it wasn't there. So
that's right.
That's kind of the kicker. But they've got a nice place where they're going to have live music now and other things. So it should be quite a venue whenever it's all said and done. And it should be in the next 2 weeks, or next couple of weeks. So I hope shouldn't be too long.
Okay.
Speaking of Ricky, we'll talk about Tijuanitas. When I went in there, let's see, they had an ice machine that we closed one machine because it needs some cleaning done on it. They have a couple different ice machines. They had a few things not labeled, and they had a couple things left on the dock that need to go in the dumpster. So they earned a 93 on their visit, which, that's not bad by any means. So, I mean, it's things that can all be fixed and small things. So it wasn't anything that was really going to cause a major issue. So, good job by them as well, because that's a busy place too. I mean, that's just places, they're wide open all the time. So, and then my one with the most opportunities on this one was KFC over in Silsbee. And they had the issue with their mixing valve not working properly, and the hot water wasn't hot enough, and the pressure, and then they were missing paper towels at the hand washing sink, and they had a light out under the vent hood, and you have to have a certain amount of lights. They call them foot candles for whenever you're prepping food. You're supposed to have 50 foot candles light in a food prep area, and theirs didn't have that level of lighting that it should. And it can cause somebody can get hurt or hurt themselves by not being able to see properly whenever they're doing that. So you want to make sure that that's happening. So they had to get that fixed. And but other than that, they scored a 88 on their report.
Okay, I thought you were going to come back with like a 60 or something like that. Okay,
they were close. It wasn't it was just little things, but that mixing valve and that kind of stuff, that you've got to have that. You got to have the hot water generator going just right. It's got to be at the right temperature and stuff. So it's just there's just a few little things that you got to really watch for. But yeah, but one of the things too, Adam, I wanted to talk about hand washing was, this is September's National Food Safety Month.
Right.
And so one of the biggest things to fight foodborne illness is washing your hands. It is so, so important. And, I'm going to tell people a little story real quick. Now, this thing right here, this little cell phone thing right here, this thing right here, it says Adam Brooks, 16 minutes right there.
Hey,
so this little thing right here is filled with germs. All right. It's got 12,000 germs per square inch is the average on a cell phone. They're nastier than your toilet. Okay. So whenever you're out, when you're cooking in your kitchen or you're doing something, wash your hands after you've used your cell phone. If you're fixing to go prepare some food, put that phone down, wash your hands, and then go and prepare that food. That's a big thing at the restaurants, because now kids, they gotta have that phone. It's like attached to them all the time. So you want to make sure that they always wash their hands after they touch that cell phone at all. They got to wash their hands. So that's just so important. Hand washing is so, so important. Hear my killer dog in the background.
I hear it. It sounds ferocious.
He is so ferocious. Yeah. Anyway, it's very, very important that you do that and you wash your hands. Like I say, the CDC, everybody says that the number one thing to fight foodborne illness is hand washing. For 15 seconds, solid washing, scrubbing, cleaning, doing all that good stuff. It's very, very important.
Yeah, I think America got a good dose of hand washing over the last 3 years. If they weren't doing it before, they should be doing it now.
They should be.
Because you couldn't walk in a store without over the loudspeaker it saying every 5 minutes, be sure to wash your hands, social distancing.
Exactly.
So, well, that's a good tip. Thank you, Regina. Guys, let us know. Be sure and share this post. Send us a like, a thumbs up, follow the page, turn the bell. You can catch us on YouTube, LinkedIn. This one's on YouTube, LinkedIn, our website, and of course here on Facebook and Twitter. So make sure.
Also on our website too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, what is that website, real quick, Regina?
It's Hardin County. www. Hardin County, Texas, hardin.tx.us.com. There it is. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to mess it up. So, but anyways, again, thank you to our sponsors, Arby's right here. Go check them out. It's they're quick, they're fast, they're very clean. You can ask the health inspector right here. And so our honky tonk, and I think you're going to be playing at the honky tonk, you and your band.
Yes, Kenny and the Classics will be there on Thursday, the 29th, and for steak night, family night, steak night, and we'll be there from 7 to 10. Come see us.
Awesome. We will certainly get out and go check them out. I saw you guys Saturday night at Tia Juanita's and thoroughly enjoyed it. So thank you guys for joining us here again for another, Southeast Texas restaurant report card review. And we'll see you back here shortly. Thank you, Regina.
Good night.